Sitting with the spine erect, the eyes focused at the sun center, and placing your hands in the Om Mudra on the thighs. Turn your head to the left and exhale twice. Bring it back to the center in the resurrection breath. Begin to watch your breath. Inhaling deeply through the nostrils and exhaling through the nostrils, slowly and steady, 3 times. With the next inhalation of the breath, pull the energy from the limbs of the body to the trunk. Use the sipping breath. From the trunk to the spinal column. From the base of the spine to the sun center. Move the energy as a golden ball of light in front of you, sweeping around to the left, encasing your entire being in golden light. Expand that golden light. With your pranic energy, move that light. Move your awareness above the room you're in, ascending upward above the building, the continent. Ascend upward to the highest place. Ascend as high as you are able.
Find your place of meditation in the high space. Call upon your Ishta Devata, your chosen form of the divine, to be with you here. Continue to watch your breath. You and your Ishta ascend above the high place. In front of you is a mountain. You see the meadow. You walk through the meadow with your Ishta, ascending up the mountain. Halfway up the mountain, you come to a shrine. As you stand there with your Ishta, you see at this moment the shrine is a shrine of healing, cleansing. Look at the color of the shrine. Enter into the shrine and breathe in prana. Breathe in the color of healing. Walk back towards the waterfall, the pool of healing light. Enter into the pool of light. Feel the color and the healing light dissolving away all of the old coverings, the clothing, the skin, the old. As you walk towards the waterfall, stand under the light. Feel that light pouring down upon your crown center. Over your being, within your being, filling every cell of your being. As the light pours down upon you, feel your body begin to levitate as all of the old karmas are washed away. Feel the light very gently helping you to release the old. Let go of all that which you do not wish to hold on to. Let go of that which you do wish to hold on to. Be free. Allow the blessing of the light to free you. As you are filled with the light, feel yourself levitating a little bit above the ground and walking from the light through the pool, through the shrine, breathing this healing color. As you reach the entrance to the shrine, turn around and bow in gratitude to this sacred place. Feeling vivified and renewed, bow in gratitude. Your Ishta is with you and your Ishta leave the shrine in gratitude. Returning to this sacred meditation place. Cleansed and vivified. In your mind's eye, bring forth the form of life, the object of life, that this moment is most beautiful to you. No human, a form of life, another form of life that is most beautiful to you at this moment. Feel that form of life at your sun center. Bring it in more closely. See the object of beauty. Hear the object of beauty. Feel the object of beauty. Breathe your breath, one with the object of beauty. Fill the object with your breath. Fill the beauty with your breath. Allow that object of beauty, bring it directly over your spinal column. Feel it dissolving as golden light down your spine. Inhaling the beauty, exhaling the beauty. The object of beauty is golden light filling your spine, radiating out into every form, every cell of your being. Overflowing with the beauty of life which thou art. Softly chant the Om Shanti mantra, radiating that beauty into all of life. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Again, inhale the beauty. Exhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Hold on to this feeling of beauty, this consciousness of beauty which thou art. Hold on to the cleansing, healing feeling. Ananda, 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 da, da. Namaste. 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 Welcome. That was a beautiful welcome to our Sunday meditation. Life calls to you with every breath you take. Become my friend. Become my friend. Become my friend. Life calls again and again and again and again. Become my friend. Walk with me. Harmonize with me. Be with me. Each breath that you take, become my friend. Life calls unto you. What do you do? In a minute. Become my friend. Become my friend. Just give me a minute. Got to put the phone down. Become my friend. Become my friend. After I eat, become my friend. Become my friend. I'm too tired now. become my friend, become my friend, become my friend. Maybe tomorrow. Once upon a yogi time, there were two boys. They were cousins. Their fathers were brothers. They lived down the street from each other. One lived in this house, the other lived in this house. The brothers were married to two different women, not from the same family, obviously. The boys were born very close in time, about 3 months apart, I think, the story goes. Now, one boy, his name was Benjamin. Benjamin's parents, from the time that he was very little, studied, learned, went to mom, went to grandmama, went to books, took classes, tried to understand how best to communicate with him. They were scientists. They wanted to make sure that they did everything right. Actually, I think maybe the story goes they were engineers. As they built the buildings, they wanted to build a life for their son that was everything it should be. Oh, down the street was Jackson. Jackson's mother and father were the more artistic kind of people. And they felt that Jackson should be free. They wanted him to be free, to do what he wanted and to live his life the way he wanted to. Freedom is wonderful. The moon has moved into Aquarius today. Freedom is joyful, it's wonderful. But as my guru said to me many, many decades ago, you really need to know, to think about what freedom is to you before you blow up your life. What does it mean to be free? And so, as the story goes, the little boys, as children do, they needed their parents when they were just babes. But the two parents began to diverge in the way that they helped the boys. Why, Benjamin's parents set a schedule for him. They listened to him, but they set a schedule. Benjamin went down to sleep at this time. He ate at that time. He played at this time. They sang songs to him at this time. They took him out to help him to, as he learned to begin to walk, he got to go outside at various times. But he had a schedule. They learned not to yell. They learned to be quiet. They learned to say, why are you upset? Can you tell me? You know? They learned to see when Benjamin was too tired, when he was hungry. And in time, they taught him, oh yes, if you're tired, you need to stop and take a rest. Even if it just means, oh, I'm breathing. And in time, Benjamin grew, 6, 7, 8 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old. And as he went through life, his parents still adjusted the schedule. This is what time you get up. You have to make your bed now. You need to help around the house now. Here's how we study. Here's what you're going to study. Here's how we go out and play. We're going to go play together. We're going to go bike together. We're going to do things together. We're going to cook together. We're going to spend time as a family together. A lot of work on the part of Benjamin's parents. And they would say to him, sit outside. Can you hear? Can you hear those birds saying, be my friend, be my friend, be my friend? Can you see the sun coming up saying, be my friend, Benjamin, greet me in the morning? Can you see the moon rising? Oh, Benjamin, be my friend, be my friend. Can you see the sun setting before the moon rises? Be my friend, be my friend. Can you see the rabbit that scampers across the backyard? Can you see the tree? Can you hear? Can you stop and hear? They taught him wisely. They taught him to respect, to listen, to have compassion. But he didn't get what he wanted all the time. He just didn't. And he had to learn not to get what he wanted all the time. Now, on the other hand, his cousin Jackson had a lot of freedom. Oh, he was a good little boy when he was little. He was a very good little boy, happy little boy. But there was no structure in the family at all. Jackson got up when he felt like getting up, played when he felt like playing. He ate what he felt like eating, when he felt like eating. And the whole household revolved around Jackson. Everything that rose in his mind that he wanted, they did. Mom said, okay. Dad said, okay. Year by year by year, what happened? Jackson became more and more and more wild. He started screaming. He started hollering. He started yelling. He started cursing. Little boy cursing. Oh, not so good. Oh. Jackson wanted to play on the computer. Jackson wanted to play games where people shot each other and swore at each other. Games that no even adult human should be looking at, let alone a little boy. And it got out and out and out of hand until Jackson was constantly getting in difficulties. He would not listen, he would not obey. But he didn't know how. He didn't know how. One very, very difficult day, Grandmama came and sat down. The parents were beside themselves. Look what he's done, look what he's done. And she says, no. Look what you did. Look what you did. Look what you did. It's not Jackson, it's you. What did you do? And with great wisdom, she sat down and talked to both parents, both sets of parents, and said, take your boys, let them go play together. They always play well. Close your eyes, she says. And in a minute, Benjamin and Jackson will dissolve away. And they did. But what was left? Ah, Benjamin and Jackson. Here. Oh, I see. Benjamin lives within me. Jackson lives within me. Jackson is the part of my personality, of your personality, that does whatever it wants. Jackson is the part that is the untamed monkey mind. Jackson is the part that will go and go and go and go and do based upon any whim that rises in the mind. And Benjamin, like Benjamin's little yogi. Benjamin's the one who comes and says, no, I don't really want that, but I must. Self-discipline, helped by his mother and father, his first teachers, his first mentors, helped by Grandmama and Grandpapa. It is no wonder that Jackson is an unhappy, unruly child. What part of you is Jackson? It is no wonder that Benjamin is a peace-filled, happy child. What part of you is Benjamin? What part of your personality, if you wish? It's not really you, it's your personality. What part of you cuts off your communication with life? Cuts off. You're too busy. You want too much. Too busy thinking about somebody else, worrying about somebody else, judging somebody else, wanting somebody else to live differently than they do, and cutting yourself off from life. Life does not want you to judge everybody else. It just wants you to be one, to be happy, to be content, to frankly, to lift and to become one with life. And to become one with life, really to find santosha, to find samadhi, to find contentment first and then samadhi, the oneness with life, you must stop. We must stop. One must stop. The running, the ranting, the raving, the judging. And it takes effort. That what you do now, you're going to do tomorrow. That what you do now, you're going to do tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next lifetime and the next lifetime and the next lifetime. So if you spend your life judging others, that's what you're going to do tomorrow. If you cease or work at ceasing, stopping that, turning inward, turning inward, turning inward. Ah, I see. I can make a difference. You will change at this moment, it will change tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next incarnation and the next incarnation. It begins with preparation. We prepared this morning. We went again to the healing waterfall of light, to the healing shrine of light. Remembering each time you go there, that light is a different color. Maybe it's the same for a while, maybe it changes. It is whatever it is needed at that moment for you to heal. Heal from what? Oh my. The stresses and strains of the day, maybe, perhaps, maybe healing from the stresses and strains of the day. Maybe healing from the difficulties at work. Maybe healing from the tiredness of the body. Maybe healing from the weariness of life on the earth plane. It's a beautiful plane of existence, the earth plane is, but it can be somewhat tiring at times. So you go to the healing place first, always first. Vivify, strengthen, to let go of the karmas. And then this morning, coming out, you and your Ishta, to bring forth the object of beauty, the form of life that for you at that moment is the most beautiful form. This is becoming one with life. What is beautiful to you? And then bringing forth that form of life and drawing it as golden light within every cell of your being. For thou art that. What does it mean? This become my friend, become my friend, become my friend. Walk with me. Enjoy the beauty of life. Be a help. Be help. Be a helper. Become one with the supporting systems of life. Doesn't mean going out and saving everybody. It doesn't mean cutting your own knees off. It doesn't mean whipping yourself with a wet spaghetti noodle, as Kriyananda used to say. No. Become one with life. Be of help to life. Oh, how do I do that? Let go of your biases and prejudices. Put them aside. You can come back and pick them up. Put them aside. Share the beauty that thou art for just a moment with all of life, excluding none. Remember, you can pick up your prejudices later if you wish. I don't suggest it, but you can. It's not so frightening to let something go for just a nanosecond if you know, well, I can come back here later. It's all right. Focus the way that you're living so that you will be able to become a blessing to yourself and a blessing to others. Get up a little earlier in the morning. Walk a little slower in the morning. Chant the Om mantra the first thing you get up, or chant Om Bhurбhuva Swaha Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om. One version of Gayatri mantra. Your whole life thus becomes circled around this one primary concept, one primary effort to befriend life. You try to get up at the sunrise. You make note at the noon when the sun is high. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. If you are lucky enough, you may live in a place where the bells are rung at high noon to remind you to pray, or the horn is blown at high noon. If not, set an alarm on your clock, your watch, or your phone, or whatever, to tell you it's noon. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Sunset, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And then you take this beyond this. You are beginning to focus with life, towards life. You really take your practice and say, oh, how can I become more a part of life? How can I become more helpful to life? We're all part of it, right? I can either help or I can scrunch it. The first thing is, if I can get this right, stop being so emotional. Or as my guru would say, Swamiji, stop being so emotional. Smiley, stop being so emotional. Don't be so emotional. And then after 35 years, he said, wow, wow, wow. Look at the progress you've made. And I said, wow, 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 Guruji, look at how much further there is to go. But it was nice of him to say that. It was a very nice thing. It was very, very kind and thoughtful of him to say that. He saw something I didn't. Stop being so emotional. Only after all these years can I sit here and really say that to you. And I know my disciples would tell you I've said that forever, but the truth is that letting go of the emotionality of the mind, it is a daily sadhana, a practice. I practice momentarily, practice continually. You know, Jackson and Benjamin. Jackson's mind goes where Jackson's mind goes, and he does whatever his mind, whatever thoughts rise in his mind, he fulfills. At that moment, his mind is upset and angry, and he screams and yells. Somebody gets in his way, and he hits and bites and kicks and is cruel. Benjamin has been taught, there's not ice cream for dinner every night. All right, I'll have an apple. It's time to be quiet. Maybe I don't want to be quiet, but I have learned how to do what needs to be done when it needs to be done, whether or not I want to do it at that moment. Now, I'm going to tell you, every once in a while, the astrological aspects are tough. Like right around now, when the Mars is coming up and to kiss the Saturn on April 4th. So we have a period of about 6 weeks on either side of that. Proceeding is more intense. Mars and Saturn together, it's a fighting against the structure. It's fighting, it's fighting, it's fighting. The structure doesn't want to break down, and boom, bada bim, boom, boom, to see who's going to win. Is the Mars going to stay? Is going to successfully break down the brick or not? What's the brick? You know, it's here. It's here. It's your thoughts. I promise you, it's your thoughts. Thoughts are things. It's your thoughts or it's your emotions. And so there will come a time where you may, find yourself having an outburst. Oh, I couldn't control it. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? Forgive, forgive, forgive. Go to the waterfall. Meditate. Turn inward. Forgive yourself, forgive them, and let go. All that happened is you got swept up in the angular energy that you allowed yourself to become relative to with the emotional fluctuations of your mind. Nothing to be upset about. Just fix it. You fix it by finding and remembering the sweet spot of your meditation, the sweet spot of your joy, the sweet spot of this morning, under the waterfall in the high place with your Ishta, the peacefulness, the equanimity. You find the sweet spot in the after effect of the meditation. This is becoming one with life. Integrate practices into your daily life. Doesn't matter, you get on the bus to go to work. Why, you can look outside and see trees. You're walking down taking your children to school. There's beauty there. Find it. Find the beauty in every way that you can. You're interacting with people. Be kind, extra kind, extra kind. Remember, you do not know what another is going through. Truly, you do not. I woke this morning to notes from several people, one whose brother had 2 strokes on Thursday and 1 yesterday, and they were in hospital together. You don't know what another's going through. Be as kind as you can. And that doesn't mean to be saccharine. It just means to keep the emotionality of your own mind balanced. Do something about it. Doesn't hurt, doesn't help at all for me to become emotional about the man who's had a stroke. It does help for me to be able to say, Shanti, 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 to quiet my mind and send that quiet to that place that they may have whatever they need. And so it is in this way, in this learning, that one must walk in order to become one with life. You see the birds. Thank you. Wow, that's great. Look who's here now. We had redpolls from Canada coming down and just in swarms coming into the gardens to eat off the feeders for a couple weeks. Now they're gone. We're going back again. And the finches are out, and the blue jays are out, and the cardinals are here, and the sparrows have come, and the robins were here. And the other day, a hawk. Find joy in that and recognize the beauty of that you are a part of, Become my friend, become my friend, become my friend. Life calls to you. Spend time attuning to life. Spend time attuning to the beauty of life. Spend time attuning to your sun center. Spend time attuning to that which thou art. And with all of the others here, all of the others, treat them with gentleness, ever greater gentleness and kindness. Someone said to me a little while ago that they felt that if their children didn't do what they wanted them to do, that they were entitled to yell, they were entitled to hit them with various and sundry things, whatever happened to be around, a belt, think the person said a spoon, and I said, I just don't understand. That seems to me that you're saying that you can't control your mind, that you think it's acceptable to spew the emotionality of your mind on these souls who have come to you for guidance and help. That was an interesting conversation. I think maybe it planted a seed. I hope it planted a seed. You're losing your temper. That's not acceptable. Am I losing my temper? That's not acceptable. We have to do better. You lose your temper, do better. Apologize. Do not harm others. And don't harm yourself. Kriyananda always used to say, just be happy, just be happy, just be happy. And I think that he was right. He was absolutely right. But you have to know what happiness is. And maybe you begin to be happy by becoming a friend of life, by becoming aware of all the beauty that surrounds you, aware of all the goodness of life, aware of all the blessings of life, aware of all the others, not just humans, of all the others besides you, besides your little tiny, your huge consciousness encased in these small, fragile, but wonderful bodies. I say fragile, I mean, at the best, they live 100, 105, 110 years, unlike some of the trees here who are living thousands of years. That's good earth karma. The sun is shining here today. I hope it is shining where you are. I would like to close our meditation today I think in a way that I seldom do with you, and that is with meditative prayer. We will chant together, returning to the high place and sending forth just the Om Shanti mantra, just like a Shanti yogi would do, that all of those who are in need now upon the earth should receive blessings of whatever they need. As we chant, focus your attention here at the sun center, at the Ajna chakra, and radiate that feeling forth. Letting go of any desiring on your part, any desired outcome. Recognizing that you and I, we do not know what is needed. The powers that be, the Lord of life, knows what is best at any given time, any given situation. And so let us together lift our energies and turn inward and upward and become a greater blessing unto life. Spend some of our earth prana to be of service, to be a friend to life. Focusing your attention at the sun center. Return to the high place as best as you are able. Breathing in. Focusing your attention at the sun center. Chant softly, radiating forth the Om Shanti to all sentient life. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Inhaling through the nostrils, exhaling the Om Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Exhaling the Om. O most infinite Lord of life, all ye powers that be, pour forth thy blessings upon all beings in all realms of existence. Pour forth thy goodness, thy light. Pour forth thy blessings upon us, O Lord. Pour forth thy blessings upon each being in every realm of existence. Soften the karmas. Sweep clear the paths. Bring us freedom in the right way, the right time. Bring us freedom, the right way, the right time, the right place. Freedom from the confinements of our biases and prejudices. Freedom to become one with thee. Dhyana mulam guru moti, puja mulam guru param, mantra mulam guru vakyam, moksha mulam guru kripa, moksha mulam guru kripa. Thou art blessed. Become an ever greater blessing unto all of those who enter your aura. Namaste. Thank you for the blessings of your presence always. Thank you for coming together and joining in these Sunday sanghas. Your meditation, your blessing makes all of the difference. Namaste.